So the Base Pro Shops night race is on this weekend in the NASCAR Cup Series for the Bristol, Tennessee Motor Speedway. That's where this race is taking place. Now, this is a track that's got a very storied history in NASCAR. It's a real fan favourite. It's a really tricky one, to say the least. Now, and this is a race that's also been on the calendar. It's ever since 1961, so it's one of the oldest events on the NASCAR Cup Series calendar at the moment. And pretty much every year, it's a double header. They have one early on in the year and they have one late on in the year as well. So like I said, this weekend's race is the Base Pro Shops night race, but there was also a Food City 500 earlier this year at this track. So I thought I'd kind of collate the results of both of these events and put them into a greatest of all time, basically, most successful NASCAR drivers around Bristol, Tennessee, just to see who's had the most victories at this circuit in the Cup Series over the years. And the results are interesting for sure. So as usual, guys, I'm going to do a top 5 of this. So I'm going to start with a driver who is the only entry on this list that is on the current Cup Series grid, and that is Kyle Busch. With 8 victories to his name overall in this event, he's had 5 of what is known now as the Food City 500 and 3 at the other one in the latter half of the season. He won here at Food City events in 2007, 2009, 2011 and both 2018 and 2019 as well. And he also won the second Bristol race as well in 2009, 2010 and 2017 as well. Of course, he's not won in a good 5 years now, has Kyle Busch, and he's not won in the Cup Series this entire year. It's been a real trying and testing season for him. He's come very close on a number of occasions but not managed it. Now, of course, he's not in the playoffs, but could he elevate himself to match the 3 drivers ahead of him on 9 victories apiece? We'll have to see what happens with that. So like I said, there are 3 drivers that are tied on 9 victories apiece. Now, I'm going to do this in the reverse order from when they completed it. So the guy who did it got his 9th win. The most recent will come first, and then the one who did it first will go last in this one. So the first one of these is Rusty Wallace. Like I said, 9 victories to his name, 6 at the Food City 500. Nobody has more wins at that event than he does. He won it in 86, 89, 91, 93, and also back-to-back in 99 and the year 2000 as well. And of course, the second Bristol race, he won that on 3 occasions as well, 94, 1996 and the year 2002. As in like 2000 as well, not 2002, just so that's clear. And next up, we've got another name that all NASCAR fans will know, Dale Earnhardt. And of course, I'm referring to Dale Earnhardt Sr., who won the Food City 500 5 times in. He won that in 1979, 1980, 1985, 87 and also 1994, and he won what is now the second Bristol, Tennessee race on 4 occasions. He won that in 85, back-to-back in 87 and 88 and also in 1999. He went 20 years between his first and final victory at this track in NASCAR, just showing the longevity of the man. But who's ahead of him? Well, who's matching him, I should say, is actually Cale Yarborough. And Yarborough, you'll always see this guy pop on kind of most successful NASCAR lists. He's always featuring on these videos that I do with this. He's won what is now known as the Food City 500 on 4 occasions. He won it in back-to-back in both 73 and 74 and also 76 and 77 as well. He won the second Bristol, Tennessee race on 5 occasions as well, 74, 76, 77, 78 and 1980. One of only 2 drivers to actually win this event in 3 consecutive years. But who is top? Well, who is top by a long way? We jump all the way from 9 victories overall to 12, and it's none other than Darrell Waltrip. I love Darrell Waltrip. What a voice. When I think of NASCAR commentators, I think of him. I always think of him. He has such a unique voice and I love his take on the sport. Long may he continue doing what he loves at the end of the day, just being an icon of the sport. And yeah, 12 victories around Bristol, Tennessee. Winning the second Bristol, Tennessee race of the season 7 times. He won it in 79, 81, 82, 83, 86, 89 and 1992. And he's won what is now known as the Food City 500 on no less than 5 occasions. He did it in 1978 and then also back-to-back in 4 years consecutively from 1981 all the way until 1984. What a guy, what a driver. The king of Bristol, Tennessee. I'll just say it because no one is even close to him, and no one's ever going to get close to him, really. I mean, I can't see Kyle Busch getting another 4 victories around this track. It's going to take a monumental effort for that, if we're being totally honest here. But there we go, guys. Bristol, Tennessee on this weekend, the final round in the round of 16 of the NASCAR playoffs. Who is going through? Who is winning this weekend? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. For much more NASCAR news and opinions and results and everything in between, keep it tuned here to the NASCARchronicle.com.